Guys, we're live. This is a moment of truth. Hopefully, all my stuff is still there. Hopefully, I'm still there. Hopefully, no one's come to the rat town. Alright, let's see.
Sheets ND funnel is now live. Streaming Rust. Rust greed in check.
Look at these raisin ass grapes. Pretty sour. I like really sour. Still fucking them up. Alright, bro, well, that load. I'm gonna be
Botrix has correctly joined the channel.
yeah, YouTube mod real quick. I'm gonna quickly go onto the YouTubes and see what's popping. Hopefully it loads before I find anything else. I'm over here looking for my spawn. It's Kyle Spitz.
If you've been on the internet for even a small amount of time, there's no doubt you've fallen down a few rabbit holes. Hell, maybe you've even enjoyed an ice rig video or two. Whether it be on YouTube, X, Instagram, or some web forum, you've likely stumbled upon one, a lot of the time by mistake, often accompanied by some out-of-context image or screen cap, not knowing whatever you're looking at is part of some grander lore. However, not all rabbit holes are created equal. Some are short and may evoke a chuckle or two. Some are mid-sized and may provide some additional insight into a gap of knowledge you've had. And others are extensive, cavernous. Some are plain and in sight, while others aren't so noticeable. Only if you choose to start digging is when the true scope of their depths begin to emerge. Going through these explorations and cataloging this real-life lore tends to be conducted by only the most devoted and brave of internet spelunkers and documentarians. Many do so simply for its own sake. Others may do it to carve a path for future explorers, while some do it to bring a light to an otherwise concealed darkness. Today will be one of those tunnels. A rabbit hole that brought light to an incredibly sinister ring of online extortionists that deal primarily in child exploitation. Even though this ring has been operating for a few years now, it's only recently that their activity has become more widely noticed. Unfortunately, it doesn't end with them. All of those that lie under the umbrella of these extortionists seem to be a cabal of decentralized degenerates and perverts seeking to satiate their disgusting urges. Under them, however, seems to be a deeper chasm, dealing with the vestiges of Cold War era clandestine operations, the occult, and accelerationism. This series seeks to brighten the light that's been shone upon this pathology of evil. We'll begin with the man whom inadvertently brought wider attention to all this, a man by the name of Kyle Williams Spitz. Early in the new year of January 2024, this video was re-uploaded by Dying Scribe.
I'm getting ready, boys. God, bring Jack right now.
It showcased Jeffrey Scott West and Kyle Spitz engaging in a drunken confrontation. The man's mother, Melanie Spitz, attempting but failing to quell the situation. Kyle would continue to escalate the ordeal by taunting the man, ending in West taking the shot he had promised. The bullet would only graze Spitz's ear and would end in Melanie screaming at West as Kyle ran outside into the surrounding forested area in an effort to escape any potential further attack. The police would be called and a standoff would ensue between them and West, lasting about a total of 2.5 hours. It would unfortunately end in West taking his own life. Kyle and Melanie would escape mostly unscathed, for the time being. The video Kyle recorded seemed to be originally taken a few months prior in August of the previous year, at least according to the laptop's lock screen seen in the video. It would be a few months later when the recording would go viral, primarily on X, initially being posted by the aforementioned Dying Scribe on January 15th of 2024. Just a bit of an editor's note, Scribe's post was the first one I came across, and I did initially think his post was the first instance of virality, but I believe it went viral alongside another post made by Ragland1836, or Billy Ragland, which has double the numbers of Scribe's post, and was posted a little over an hour before Scribe. However, the information under Dying Scribe's post is a lot more useful, along with a few other tidbits of info regarding the overarching story, many trying to find additional context to what may have led up to the initial confrontation. Some interesting screenshots would be showcased along with the main post. It would be about a day later where the Daily Mail would report on the situation. He would even show up on the Law and Crime Network YouTube channel, where he would be interviewed by Jesse Weber and tell his side of the story a couple days later after the viral tweets.
We are joined right now by Kyle Spitz himself. Kyle, thank you so much for coming on here, and very nice to meet you.
Between the 15th and the 18th, many netizens would begin to dig further into the story. It wouldn't be more than a day later when posts like these would surface. Along with many other posts accusing Kyle of grooming children, engaging in revenge/sextortion, and being in possession along with the distribution of CP. Very notably, the accuser, @BabyTeethGirl, would say he participates in some BS called 764. The same day, @RedditLies would post a couple of screen caps showcasing a post made by Reddit user Monty Gatorstan, discussing the grooming and extortion ring predominantly known as 764, posted 8 months prior. The user, in her warning to the reader, would directly name Kyle Spitz, associating him with the pseudonym Criminal, which can be seen in the screen caps posted by @DyingScribe of Kyle talking to an unknown party about the shooting. Just a day before Kyle had appeared on the Law and Crime Network, another Reddit post would surface, posted 2 years prior, titled "A Long and Potentially Illegal Confession," where user OldRain7463, otherwise known as QB, would tell his tale of how he stumbled into the 764 sextortion